Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So let's begin by just shaking out, actually this could be scarecrow. I renamed some of the poses for Halloween. So you could be a scarecrow. Just let your arms hang, right? And your head. I will do a little slap down just to wake up. Good. So let's go, you can go down the outer edges of your legs and up the inner. A nice little slappy wake up. Good. And then we'll go down the back and up the front. Good. A little pat. Back. Give yourself a pat on the back. Pat on the other back. And let's just go down. Let's go down the outside of this arm, up the inside. The other side. Good. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Take a deep breath in and clasp your hands. Turn the palms to the ceiling, spreading your toes. Bring your weight in front of your heels and just stretch up. In the last class or video, if you watch, we did this on the ground. Anything you do standing up, you could do it on the ground, sitting down. So stretch to the ceiling, press into the floor. Imagine that your back is up against the wall or you're lying on the floor, and just stretch in two directions. Take a deep breath in and out through your mouth, go. And just stretch over to your right. Push, 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 push. Stretch all the way, feel the left side of your body. And then inhale to center and stretch over to the other side. Push, good. And come back to neutral and just let your arms flutter down. Bring your hands behind you into Yoga Mudra. And let your arm bones come back. Feel those arm bones coming back, soft elbows. Relax your shoulders. So just let's tune in. Tuning into your body. Spread your toes, feel your feet. Lift your arches gently. And as you go up the legs, gently wrap your glutes. Not tight, but just a gentle engagement. And allow the tailbone to curl down and under. And notice when you do that. So let's say I was like this, right? And then I just allow it to curl and under. See how it brings all of me back in alignment. So you want your ears, your shoulders, the hips, and the ankles aligned. So that's a way to do it. Just dropping that tailbone, lengthening the torso, relaxing your shoulders, crown reaching. Beautiful. And just bringing the palms out like this, just let's take a few breaths, just stretching your fingers, let your shoulders be relaxed. Feel like you're receiving through the palms. Relaxing your jaw. And tuning in to the sensations in your body. Scanning your body from head to toe. Good. Beautiful. And just roll your shoulders. Big rolls. Forward, up, back, and down. Oh, good. Good. Beautiful. And separating the feet, feeling that groundedness, just circling the hips, bending the knees. Good. And then around in the other direction. Good. Very nice. So take your ball, and we'll start with your right foot, okay? And take the ball and just put it on your heel, okay? So remember that posture, that tailbone. You still want to maintain your length and alignment. So let's just push into the ball with your heel. Remember we spoke about all of the bones, the ligaments and tendons. When the feet are tight, the fascia is tight, connects to all the fascia in the body. Good. And then roll to your arch and just push in. So spread your toes, feel your toes in the ball of the foot, and the ball just pressing into the arch. So you're just swinging back and forth, bringing the weight there. And then come to the ball of the foot, the metatarsals. So you're on the metatarsal, right? And now just let your pinky edge go towards the floor and your big toe. So you're just going back and forth, and you are using the mobility of your ankle. So it should feel good. You're not overextending it. You don't have to touch the floor. But you're grasping the ball. Good. Back and forth. Beautiful. Now, take the ball back to the heel. And this takes a little skill. You're going, I'm actually moving it a little forward, and the ball will move. So you're going to go from your heel to your big toe, and then from your big toe back to the heel. So we're going to go back and forth. And if it slips up, it's okay. Do the best control you can, maintaining some pressure there. Go to your third, and back to the heel, to your fourth, back to the heel, and your fifth, and back to the heel. And then just give it a nice rub-a-dub-dub. In any place you feel sensation, you might want to hang out there. There are acupressure points on the bottom of the feet that correspond to different organs and glands in the body. Doesn't mean that anything is wrong with that organ and gland. But it means that you might have some stuck energy there, calcification. So it's nice to break it up. Just break it up and massage it. Give it a nice rub-a-dub-dub. Good. Really fun to do this with golf balls. You really feel it. Tennis ball is kinder. Good. Now take that ball, spread your toes, and just feel the difference between the feet. Good. And we'll do the same with the other side, okay? So you're going to take the heel and press down. Doing about 5 times, and then we're going to move to the arch. Just push in. So you're shifting your weight. Good. And now go to the metatarsal, and you could press down. Beautiful. And then grasping the ball, just go from the pinky toe to the big toe. Letting your toes wrap around. So I've had students that actually could pick up the ball with your toes. I cannot do that. If you can. Good. Beautiful. Now we're going to go back to the heel and just wash the feet back and forth. It's like if you want to hold on to something, you certainly can. Just try to control it, pressing down, washing back and forth. Notice how the ball makes your leg move. You can adjust. And 5. Good. And then after you do that part, just hang out on the ball, any places. Find that little icky spot if you want, and then you can just push into it. See how that feels. A couple of more rub-a-dub-dubs, and then we'll put the ball away. Good. So, roll your ball to a place where it won't be in your way. You can always tell the unevenness in the house, the way the ball will move. So, separating your feet a little bit wider than fist width. You can keep your hands here, just lift, let's start with your right. Lift up, and this is, it's putting out a cigarette for anybody who ever smoked or ever saw anybody who smoked. But what it is, you are externally and internally rotating your femur bone. So you could feel it in the socket. You could put your hand right in the groin area, and you feel how this bone, right? Good. Now feel it on the other side. In and out. Just rubbing, scrubbing, bottom of the foot. Good. Now coming back to the first side, lift up your heel, bring your arms out. So this is an external rotation of your arms and an external rotation. Can't do both legs right now. So you're out and you're in. So we're just moving the bones. Right, out, in, out, in, out, and in. Good. Spreading those toes on the ground, lift the other foot, lift the heel, right? Arms out, external rotation. See, I'm hitchhiking back, and then the thumbs go down. So we're just working the joints. Gets the synovial fluid, greasing and oiling, like the Tin Man. Ta-da! Beautiful. And then just shake that out. All right. So spreading your toes, getting back into nice alignment. Okay. We're going to do some chair poses, which is Flying Witch today. So taking a deep breath in with your hands, right? Fingertips could be in the groin. You're just going to inhale, and as you exhale, bend your knees, tracking your knees over your toes, and coming into a chair pose. So you're sitting back into a chair with a nice long spine, right? And here is your broom. So we're going to lift one heel at a time. Okay, so try to track your legs. Knee goes over the second and third toes. So bend your knees, see if you can lift up both heels, and you are a flying witch. Ta-da! Feel the thigh muscles, draw your navel in and up. Take a deep breath, put the heels down, stretch up, anchor those arm bones, lift your heels, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Palms together, come down. And I'm going to do this sideways for you. So, going to inhale, take your broom, Hold on to that broom. Or you go like this. You can hold on like this time. So inhale, we're just gonna hinge back. So here I am in my chair pose. Bring one hand forward, one back on your broom, right? Stretch, feel the stretch in both directions, right? Good. Feel the thigh muscles, bring the arms up, and we're gonna come into what we call a flat back. So notice I have to lift my sitting bones. I don't leave them here because that won't make me flat. So you can have a softness in your knees. Knees are bent. You're in flat back. And bring your fingertips towards the floor, blocks or your shin, right? And try to straighten your legs the best of your ability, drawing your thigh muscles up, navel in and up. So now inhale and bend your knees and look up. See, like that. So you could be on fingertips, blocks, whatever works, or even your knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop the head, breathe in. Scoop the belly in, breathe out. Bend the knees over the toes. A couple more times. Really draw your abdominals in and up. Feel the calf muscles. Feel your hamstrings. A couple more times. Your nose is trying to come between your knees. Breathe in and out. Bend your knee, bring your hands here, and just lift up. Slide your hands to your lower back and come into a little back bend. Pelvis forward, thigh bones back. Allow your shoulder blades, just lift your heart, lift your nose, feel the stretch in the front of the body, and come back to neutral. Just feel for a moment. Good. So we're going to do that again, and we're going to do it. We're going to lift the leg and have an internal rotate, a regular rotation, neutral, and then an external, so you can see how much higher your leg can get. So we're just going to come into a regular old chair pose. So inhale and bend your knees over your toes, and then the sitting bones come back. That's our chair, right? Feel your pinky edges reaching and stretching. Right, good. Now come into your flat back. See, now notice, see my sitting bones, I have to see myself, and flat and come more. Lift those sitting bones more. And then bring the hands down. Taking a deep breath in, lift up one leg. Just press through your heel and bring it up neutrally, like that. Now turn the toes out. You're externally rotating that thigh, and notice how much higher you'll be able to lift that leg. Take a few breaths here, stretching it. And if you can hold on with one hand, or you might try with two. See how your balance is today. Ta-da! Good. Now just bow again, bringing the nose and knees towards each other. And then bring your feet together, forward fold. Bend the knees, hands above the knees. Slowly come to standing. Feel the difference between the sides. And we'll do it on the other side. So I'll face this way so I can lift this leg, okay? So you can see how this builds strength and balance in your body, okay? So spreading the toes, bringing the arms up into a mountain. Anchor those arm bones and then stretch away. right? Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just soften the joints. Let the knees come over the track over the toes. Let them bend, and then the sitting bones come back. You are in witch. You are witch pose. Good. Now, flat back. Pinkies come forward, sitting bones. Good. Lift. Bringing my hands down onto blocks or the floor, fingertips. And I'm going to stretch this other leg away. So first, I'm just coming straight up, 2 strong legs, push through your feet. Okay. Now point the toe and externally rotate. See how you can externally rotate and lift a little higher possibly. And then come back to neutral. Come into a forward fold. See if you can hold on behind your knees to your elbows or your wrists. Nose comes between your knees. Scoop in the abdominals. Bring your nose as close between your knees as possible. Just take a couple of breaths here. So I have a soft bend in my knees. You're just lifting up your sitting bones, pushing into your heels. Try to get your breath easy. Smooth. Good. Bring your hands on top of your knees. Look forward into your flat back. Come up to standing. Slide your hands around and back. Rub your back. We'll do a little balance to the forward fold. Is a back bend. So gentle back bend. Pelvis forward, thigh bones back. Telescope. Feel your shoulder blades like wings, just lifting up and opening and stretching the front of your body. Good. Come back to neutral. Take a deep breath. Just feel the groundedness of your feet. Lift your arches. Let's work up the legs again. Gentle wrapping of the glutes, navel in and up. Arm bones. Lift. Create space in the body. So we're going to come over to the right side, just lifting off this heel, right? So remember, when we balance on one leg, the body has to be over that leg, not here. Try it. So we're going to take the arms up, and I'm going to clasp, right? Stretching away. And then I'm going to come over and see if I can lift my toe, press through my heel, I'm pressing through my palms and balancing. So I want a strong leg now. You just stretch those legs. See if you can have 2 strong legs. Good. And come back. Big breath in and out, and we're going to come to the other side. So just bring your weight over that foot. You can come on the toe here. And now do your non-habitual clasp. You're going to clasp your hands with the other pinky in front. Press up, right? And just come over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Press through the heel. Bring your weight on top of that standing foot. Notice how you'll be working that ankle. It's okay if the ankle moves. That's what it does to help you keep balance. You don't want it stiff. Good. And down. Beautiful. So separate your legs wide. We'll just feel for a moment. And we're going to do a little creepy crawler, the spider. to really work the adductor muscles, the inner thighs. So you see the work we're doing on the back of the thighs, inner thighs. So separate your legs. You could bend a little bit, bringing the knees over the toes and come down like on your talons, right? And this is what you're going to do, a push off. See how I'm pushing off and stretching this leg. So try to have this flatter back. I'm not rounded, I'm long. You can walk your hands out and push off. So you're going to do this a few times, getting a really delicious stretch, feeling the outer edges of these feet, going back and forth. Push, push. So you could be like a spider. Good. Nice long spine. Now the next time you come over to your right side, just lift up the heel and turn the leg. The left, see? And then put that down, come over, stretch. Beautiful. Coming back to neutral. Bend your knees and come back. Good. You can toe heel to a place that you feel comfortable. And we're going to be a star. So anchor your arm bones and stretch up. Good. So yeah, really stretch. Press into the floor. Gently wrap the glutes. Feel those thigh muscles drawing up. This is strength. Get into your body. Activate your muscles. Let them move your bones. Good. Same thing. We're going to come onto the toe, bringing the weight. This is balance. Push through the heel. Stretch and reach. If you need to come down, come back up. Ta-da. And play with your star. Ta-da. Good. And we'll do that on the other side. Come up on the toes. Be a playful shooting star. Shooting star just doesn't hang out there. It gets there and then it shoots. Come right out from the core. Press through your feet. Stretch through those fingers right across your chest. Let the crown reach. Push, push, push. Play with it. Good. And come down. And circle around. One hand here, one hand back. Just feel. Who says yoga can't be aerobic, right? It really can get your heart rate up. So let's see how we're doing for time. I have some more standing poses and things I want to do. Good. So separate your feet as wide as you feel stable. Feel those outer edges. Feel the inner heel, big toe mound all across your metatarsals. Push and extend from there. You're grounded, you're pushing, you're extended. Good. So turn the left foot 45 degrees and the right foot out 90. Now your heel could be in line with your arch, or it could be in line with your big toe mound. See what is comfortable for you, okay? Because you want your hips not turn that way, as much this way as possible. Okay, so we're going to just bend and track the knee right over the second and third toes. Really important to keep the knees in alignment, okay? So I'm going to toe heel this back if I want to be wider, and I'm going to inhale and I'm going to exhale, pushing off just like we did. And inhale and exhale. And inhale tall and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Now stay with your knee bent. My knee is at a right angle over my ankle. Remember, this leg can go toe heel this way. If I want a shorter stance, it can come in. Okay, this is your foundation foot. So, bringing your fingertips to your heart, open up the arms, external rotation first, and turn the palm down and make a shield. So you're a warrior. Look over your right fingers. Proud warrior. Feel strong and powerful. Breathe. Good. Now take your wrist and press it against your inner knee. Okay, you're making a little isometric there. And this arm stretches up. Now you're going to rotate your ribs to look up to your palm. It's called a side angle warrior. So stretch up, stretch those fingers, push into your wrist and leg as an isometric. Ground the legs and lift out of your pelvis. Beautiful. Now straighten that leg and you're a triangle. So you can slide down, you could be a triangle here. So with this triangle, I like to say, this is a witch's broom, wrist to wrist. So wherever you are, you're up here, try to get the arms in alignment, okay? So I'm hinging at that hip. And then I'm going to come up and stretch. Windswept triangle. And come back, turn my feet. Slide down. Pull yourself through, shake your head yes and no. Shake those shoulders. And then sliding up. Bringing your hands behind you. A little full moon back bend here. Good. And come back. So we're going to do that on the other side. Feel that side first. Notice what you're feeling in your right side. If you feel something more in your right leg. Good. Now turn this in like 45 degrees. Turn this one out 90. Maybe I'm too far away, so I'm going to toe heel to start. And I can always toe heel back. Good. So, torso facing, shoulders facing, and take a deep breath in and exhale. And in. So you're tracking your leg now. Very often when I teach, I see people's knees going that way. Very rarely back. You need the stretch here. So you always want to be in alignment. It's like a building. You don't want the basement here, the first floor there. So think of it like that. Good. Bend. Beautiful. Now bend the knee. Feel that opening. Feel the edges here, your thigh muscles working, glutes, tail under, heart space. Arms external rotation first. Make your shield. Turn your palm. Look over your fingers. Now, if you're in alignment, you could stay here. If you feel wobbly or not strong, something might be off from the foundation up. So make any adjustments. I'm going to take a few breaths here. Now stretch this arm up. My palm is facing that way. And I'm going to bring my wrist to my inner lower thigh. A little isometric here to keep that strong. And now rotate. The rib cage is rotating. Shoulders look up to your palm. Keep that knee bent in a nice right angle. Now straightening the front leg. This hinges this way, and you are a triangle. So wherever your triangle is for you, you want to keep your torso long. It's not like coming forward. So let's work this triangle here. Bring your upper back in line with your tailbone. Feel from the crown to the tailbone, long. Good. And then come back up. And we're going to do the new moon first. Sliding down wherever you can hold. If you can hold onto your ankles, great. Bend your knees, bringing your crown towards the floor. Drop your tailbone. Stretch those inner thighs. And now scoop in your belly. Crown to the floor. This is a new moon. Now bend your knees, bring your hands to the bottom of your thighs. Flat back. Come up. Hands on the sacrum, the lower back. It's going to be a beautiful full moon shining out. So pelvis forward, thigh bones back. Telescope those ribs. Oh, stretch those arm bones back. Let your heart beam like a light, like the moon. Radiate a shining, beautiful moon from your heart. If you can bring your hands to the backs of your thighs and do an isometric with your hands and your thighs. And come back to neutral. And toe heel in. Circle around again. Dance around, giving yourself any loosey-goosey movement after holding those powerful poses. I know I held you there longer. You know you could have released it any time. Because I can't see you, you might have, and that's fine. Good. Beautiful. So let's come down. Let's come down to our knees to table pose, because what would Halloween be without a black cat? So we have to be a scary black cat. So come to fingers, knees under your hips, right? And breathing in. As you breathe out, become a Halloween cat, really hollow up. Good. And then tailbone up, heart space up, you're a dog. So feel your dog. And just do some cats and dogs on your own, loosening up. Make it your own Halloween-y expression. Good. And now just curling the toes, we're going to come into a downward dog hold. Take 5 breaths. Spreading the fingers. Grasping with the ends of your fingers. Feel your metacarpals on the floor, the heel of the hand and the arch lifted, just like the arch of the foot. So you could be on the balls of your feet, like I am, but have a nice long spine. You could bend your knees, press your chest. Just breathe. And then walk your dog. And with this walking of the dog, I want you to make believe your body is like a haunted house you're exploring for the first time. So just explore your house. And when you're done with the exploration, come down to the floor and bring your knees into your chest. So just roll yourself down. Actually, yeah. Just bring your knees in. You could cross your ankles. Put one hand on your heart now, one hand on your belly. And take 3 breaths. So bringing your feet to the floor. And separate your feet so that your heels are in line with those sitting bones. And walk your shoulders away from your ears, opening up the heart space. I'm going to show you a way that I get my shoulder blades down. Just bring your elbows to the floor, press in, and then just walk your shoulders away from your ears, and then place them down. The shoulder blades should feel flatter against the floor now. There's a way to manually do it. Just work them away. Now lift up your pelvis and bring your tailbone between your heels, and that'll lengthen your whole torso. So we're going to, the last pose that we're going to do as a back bend is going to be a bridge. And then we will do some cool downs and prepare for Shavasana. So, making sure your heels are in line, palms to the floor, just taking a deep breath in, lift the pelvis, feel your shins coming towards the front of the room and your thigh bones coming into the sockets, wrapping the glutes and lifting. Good. So just look up towards the ceiling, pressing into the hands and the arms. And if you like, you can clasp your hands underneath. You can even walk your shoulders a little closer and just press up. And I want you to try to take 5 beautiful breaths into this beautiful bridge. And if your hands are clasped, unclasp them, bend your elbows out, slowly roll your spine down. 1 vertebra at a time, if possible. Good. Turning the palms up. Bring your knees together and your feet apart. Just let your body absorb that beautiful bridge. And now bringing your knees into your chest and then feet up to the ceiling. What would Halloween be without dead bug? So here you go. Just shake, shake, shake. That's a horrible image. You could be a happy baby if you like. Or any creepy crawler. Okay, jiggle, 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 jiggle. And now, arms anchored, so like we're a zombie on our back, right? You could just walk like a little zombie here. But what we're gonna do really is, this is our inversion. So just let gravity do its thing. And we'll do a little pumping with it. So we're going to just let the ankles and the wrists point and flex. And then circle in one direction. And then the other direction. And then shake again. It's really good for the lymph system and circulation. The lymph doesn't have a pump, so movement is what moves lymph. It's not like the heart. It doesn't have like a little heart, a little pump. So that's why I do a lot of jiggling and shaking. Keep it moving. Good. So we're going to prepare for a relaxation. What I'd like to do is just do a very gentle twist before. So bring your knees in towards your chest and just let the legs come over to one side. And then work your upper back. See if you can get that opposite shoulder down and look over. And take 3 breaths into this twist. And then bring the knees in and up and around to the other side. You can always put a block or a blanket under the legs if your legs don't go all the way down. It's more important that you keep the opening in the chest and the shoulders down, okay? So look in the opposite direction. Good. And then coming back, if there is any movement or anything you'd like to do that will help bring you into relaxation, please do. If you have a blanket or a sweatshirt or socks that you'd like to put on, I'm going to lead you through just a mini relaxation. So let your body settle. Just let go. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do in this very moment of time, except for you to let your body rest, let your mind rest, let your breath rest. This helps integrate all of the movements that you've made. So let your body settle, going from your crown, feeling the back of your head rest, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your senses, soft eyes, noticing your breath, cool as it enters, warm on the exhale. And then breathe into the neck and throat area. Relaxing. Relaxing your shoulders. Breathing into the whole upper chest and back of the chest, the whole heart space. Feel the breath in the heart space. And then dropping down to your solar plexus. Feel the breath. And breathing into the pelvic bowl. Relaxing the pelvic floor. Your whole head, neck, and torso is relaxed. Just let the arms, let the bones be heavy, sink into the floor. Muscles melting. And your legs from the hip all down your thigh to your knees. Shins and calves, ankles, foot. Just let both legs relax. Front, back, and side of you. Your whole right side of your body. Your whole left side of your body. Front of your body. The back of your body. being aware of all parts of you. Let your body rest. So we'll do with the meditation lying down. Just imagine your body being filled with beautiful light. Any color light that comes, don't try to force it or make it. So either visualize it or sense it, whatever your way of perceiving is. It's filling your body. Let the brightness shine. With each breath, drawing that light into all parts of you, all the mysterious caverns. So let it explore, let this light explore. And as you breathe in and out, this light shines from within all around you, encompassing you in a cocoon of light. Allow each breath to strengthen. And let this light shine more brightly. Your beautiful egg of light, egg of protection. Just spend a moment, we'll spend a minute just bathing from within and out in this beautiful light. And very slowly, deepening your breath, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and rotate your ankles and wrists. And gently move your head from side to side. And then stretch your arms overhead, point your toes, give yourself a full body yawn. Stretch right out from center. Bringing the arms down, bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, and rock your legs to the right side, and then to the left side. And then choose the side that's best for you and go into a deep C curve, fetal position. And very slowly make your way to a seated position. Thank you, and namaste.